today. Welcome, sir. I welcome Professor Balwinder Singh. Sir,
बलविंदर सिंह जी ने म्यूट किया हुआ है।
yes, we are doing it. Please have a patience for 1 minute.
जी जी जी।
So, due to some technical issues, the speaker has left and rejoined. So, hopefully, it will work.
But again, the issue is same. Like share rights are there, but I don't have this mic. So from my side, this is a mute. Again, mute, not this voice is through WhatsApp. No, this is through. Hello. Uh, do you hear my voice, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So first of all, I am thankful to IIT Guwahati, especially Professor Pankaj, for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to share my views on this scope of intellectual property protection in academic institutions and patenting system in India. I'm audible. Anybody can respond?
Yes, sir.
I'm audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay, thank you.
Audible, sir.
Okay, okay. So today, as we will discuss like the role of IPRs or IP protection in academic, especially in higher education institutions. Like if we talk about our traditional role, like especially in India, where academic institutions, especially the higher academic institutions, these are known as the sources of academic knowledge. Or these institutions are generally considered as that these are the providers of academic education, and as our Indian Sanskriti also supports this, like free access of knowledge to all, gyan to bantne ke liye hai. So this was the mantra in Indian philosophy regarding our educational institutions. So what I mean to say, our major focus was on teaching and research excellence in higher education. So like most of the colleges are generally focus on teaching, and the universities generally focus on teaching and research. So, but in the research also, the main focus of higher education institutions till date, that is just to publish papers, to write books, and you can say write, do research, but in the form of thesis. So generally, we keep our research in the form of thesis. Once the PhD is awarded, the theses are there in library just for the consultation of another students. So this was this was the main you can say trend or the practice in our higher education institutions. So, but now generally from these papers or from these the research which is generally done in our higher education institutions, the hints, because these were the laboratory based research, not up for no effort was done at that time to for upscaling for its commercial success or for it to develop its application. This is generally basic form of research, and generally the industry used to exploit this knowledge for commercial gains, like after some optimizations, after doing some more studies. This was the our traditionally how our higher education institutions worked in the past. But in this era of globalization, commercialization, now we are not restricted to just doing the research for the purpose of thesis, not doing the research just purpose of publishing papers. Now the most of the higher education institutions, they are focusing on translational research, and they are shifting from basic research to application based research. And nowadays, if you see most of the funding agencies, they are also emphasizing to do application based research. So now there is no more grants are available for the just for the basic research from the government side or from the funding agencies also. So what I mean to say, now we are not only working for inventions. Earlier also, but many institutions were filing patents or doing inventions, but they very few have tried to convert those inventions into innovations or those inventions into workable inventions, you can say. But now the trend has changed. Now people are aware about like the simple doing the search for the purpose of thesis writing for getting PhD degrees of no value. So now if students, teachers, or you can say the total ecosystem there that is transforming towards the workable innovations, or you can say workable innovations. So with this, the concept of IPRs also came into picture, like how to you can say own these IPRs, because now every institution is also working towards self-sustainability. Even the government grants or the government support to the higher education is also shrinking, and every government or every institution is working for the self-sustainability to earn something, to generate some resources. So in the form of IPRs, in the form of innovations, in the form of technology transfers. And that's why government have also taken many started many initiatives in the form of Make in India, in Startup India, or to continue, or you can say to facilitate these efforts. Government have also established technology incubators or startup centers in most of the higher education institutions. Even our new educational policy also focusing on the skill-based education. It is also focusing on the application-based research. Or so this, what I mean to say, the ecosystem in higher education system is transforming from basic research to applied research. So now people are thinking, students are thinking to for technology transfer, students are thinking to start their own startups. And now the many students are not just looking for the government jobs or the 9 to 5 jobs. They are also thinking to become the entrepreneurs also. So system is, we can see the clear transformation of attitude, or you can say approach of student as well as the teachers as well as the management or the organization of universities. So no doubt that this when once this is totally transformed, we will contribute to the socio-economic, industrial, and technological growth. So with the this change role, or you can say role change in the present era, from the just for teaching, just for distributing or just disseminating the knowledge or information, now universities are thinking to generate something in the form of workable inventions also. So earlier generally it was said that knowledge is a power, but now people have changed their views. They said that knowledge is not a power. This is a potential power. So this is a potential power, not power until it is applied. So means if you have a knowledge about any concept, or you are a very great wisdom towards some subject or some application. So this is of only you can say that this is the power. So when you will apply this knowledge to do something, to you can say develop something, to create some innovations or inventions. So application, what I mean to say, just having a knowledge is not important. Just having information, just having possessing the wisdom about any subject is not you can say sufficient or enough